So, for those who weren't here last week, we are starting a little interview series on called Pathways to Worship. And we're looking at different ways in which people worship God, the different ways in which people see that in their own lives and their expression of worshipping the God who loves us. So, this morning, Jeremy and Tim, we're going to be looking at the creative or musical pathway. So, just as we begin, do you guys just want to share what your roles are with the music team?
Well, I don't really know what my role is with Jeremy here now. I sort of oversee where we sort of the team and sort of keeping the team together, and sort of a little bit of the administrational role, but also working in conjunction with Jeremy to look at new music, songs, what we can bring out, development of the team, who's out there who we can shoulder tap to bring in, all that sort of thing. So. And also pastoral care, that's part of my role, as I try and meet with all the guys in the team as much as I possibly can. Sometimes we have to postpone, but we'll get there with catching up. But yeah, we've got bigger, grand ideas for where to go, and that's part of what basically my role is, but also with Jeremy as well.
So you channel the energy of Jeremy.
Yeah, yes.
There's quite a lot there, so.
And I just sing songs.
Just sing songs.
Nah, I don't know how to describe it. I'm just kind of the intern that just does everything that he tells me to do. So. Yeah.
So obviously you guys have a big part in what I guess a lot of people think of as worship. How would you guys describe worship?
It's such a big question, eh? Because above all, worship is a lifestyle, but at the same time, to me, worship is a response to the revelation of God. So, because, he's cool.
Yeah, worship for me is also multifaceted. It's not just music, it's in what we do, when we give, how we live our lives, when we read our Bible, that's all part of worship. I guess from a musical point of view, it's I see our worship for us, or particularly me, is that it's about us as a team bringing you guys into worship, into singing praise and glory to the Saviour and Creator God. And so that's what musical side of worship is for us. It's for us to make a connection and for you guys to come through with that as well. So yeah, it means big responsibility for us.
Cool. And when we think about music and creativity, what are some of the ways in which you guys do that in your own life? So how do you guys worship?
Well, obviously I play a guitar and sing a couple of songs. But bigger than that, I like to go down the beach and get a really big stick and draw stuff in the sand, just to get some thoughts out. Love serving, and I'm not one of those guys that paints on big canvases or anything like that. I really suck at painting, so yeah.
And so part of my worship thing is musical as well. I play the drums and the bass guitar quite badly.
Slapping the bass.
Slapping the bass. But yeah, no, that's part of it. Also what I do from at home, we always have worship songs playing in the car when we're driving around. Just letting it soak in to not only myself but the family as well. I try and, as part of my role, put out a CD every once in a while of new songs. There's a new one coming out shortly, and I try and distribute that amongst the team, so also they'll soak into the songs that we want to bring forward as well. So it seems that when you're listening to Christian music, it sinks into your soul, but also you have it in you. Actually, through the working day, I'm always listening and sort of having things, not listening to it well, but it's in my head, And, it's always a thing of worship and praise, so.
That's great. And why do you guys relate so strongly to this form of worship, of music and creativity?
It's a really hard question. Because I was created that way.
Good answer.
I think you are.
I must have gone to Sunday school in my time, so yeah.
I think that's quite an important point to bring up. You can be quite wired to it. It is we all have different gifts, don't we? And music is something that's Jeremy's gift, and I don't want to pretend that I've got a gift, but you know what I mean? It's kind of like people have got different gifts for different reasons, and ours is something that we can physically and tangibly do for worship and praise to God, so yeah.
That's really good. And so you both have been following Jesus for quite a while. Has your understanding of what worship has changed over the years?
Yeah, well, for me, like, I used to only go to church back in the day just for the music, because I liked it, because I like music. So I was really fortunate up in Palmy to have some really, really awesome worship guys at my church who really nurtured me, and they just them feeding into me really changed my perspective on not just worship as a whole, but like corporate sung worship, just the way that it can really connect with people, because I went to a worship conference not that long ago, and they said that we worship through songs because it's sustainable and it's also attractable, because music is just so all over the place these days, and yeah, something like that. And it's changed a lot, especially in the last 6 months that I've been here. So.
Some of you know that I've grown up in a family that's been musical, and of course I've always gone to church, so it's developed a lot. I've always been part of the sound desk actually in a lot of churches, not a lot of churches, all my dad's churches and stuff like that, so I've always been part of the music, whether it's not so much playing but actually on the technical side of things as well. And I've seen a lot of Christian music come through in popularity and then other stuff, and I think it's really important for us to stay relevant in what we're doing, because there is a lot of Christian music out there, and a lot of it is can be stuff that's very hard to sing congregationally as well. So it's always developing, it's always staying current, it's always just looking at what's out there, and really just applying how we apply that to St Stephen's really, and if it fits, if it doesn't, some of it's trial and error, but usually we've got it on our finger on the pulse. But yeah, it's developed into something that we really love doing. So
cool. Well, thank you so much, guys, for sharing your the ways in which you worship, the pathways to worship. Give them a hand. Fantastic. Thank you so much.